Put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, building, shading skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, we don't ride with a in the police. The demons really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running from Charlotte. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing to start this game. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Come on, come on.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Into the hands of Leggett. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ready, ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves.
They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Carolina in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
What is up? Volunteer!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
What is up? Jordan!
Williams will look to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
To this day, I could still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
That's Mitchell on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
What is up?
Williams from the gun. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down.
We've set it down from 37. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Ready to up! We got Hornet!
Back-to-back carries here. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd down, here's Williams. It's caught by Wilson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Arizona.
They pitch it to him. Has room into the secondary. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. The screen pass falls incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 stumps. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals have a great first drive and get the game's first. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This taken from the 12. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First and 10 from the 43.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Now looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second and 3 now.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he drives this into the pouring rain. He's fielded at the 14. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
What is up?
Mitchell now in motion left. They'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's complete inside the 35. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They're going play action. Called in left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. This our last play of the quarter.
Ready? Viking 18.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. And that is the end of our 1st quarter. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7.
70 Timberwolves. Ready, right?
He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 3rd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
He has the first over the middle, and they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Gravity Lions. Let's go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Pass 60.
Pass play coming here. Setting up the screen. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Handoff now from the gun. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
First and goal. They'll try an option to the left. Is there some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock? They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it'll be third and goal.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. Third and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19. Ready,
Back to throw. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Reed. He dodged the tackle. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. At the 20. And he had everybody thinking 6 before they finally got to him and put an end to it.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Running out of chances. Here's third and goal. Now here's Williams. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own
right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Go! 60 Eagles, 6. Ready.
The give now out of the shotgun. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Okay.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
On the set.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready. Panther 6, go.
Setting up to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35.
Ready. 60 by 6, 60.
On 1st down, they'll run. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
RPO here, quick throw, grabbed by Flowers. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Cougar 19.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Cardinals are going to take over after the interception.
Yeah, totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Williams. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Williams throwing again here on second down. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
That's caught for the first. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Again, it's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Got a lot behind this one. He's got it inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. McPherson at the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Ready?
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Go! Go!
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
All set to go now from the 35.
Hawk 70, Hawk 30.
First and 10, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a throws a rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. G-Murray DK, the one he was looking for. So they're left facing third and long.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Throw here, third down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Cardinals might be able to get some points late after the interception.
They'll take over a first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
What is up?
First down, Williams to throw. Going all the way to the end zone here. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against the defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals continue piling on to this lead.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. They'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here comes Reed. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
What is up?
Williams set to pass. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
45-yard line.
Running it now out of the gun. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st and 10 from the 43.
What is up?
Another carry for him. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
They give on 2nd to Benson. He brushed him off with ease. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
The motion a receiver left. Williams to throw on 3rd. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A 55-yard attempt.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Let's go now. They'll
run it from the gun. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
At the 21-yard line.
Looking in the air here. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 6. Ready.
They're going to run it. So this is Trevor Etienne. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Here we go, start. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
And the receiver's going to... He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And this one's recovered by the Cardinals.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
First down, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And now they face second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. Running back sent in motion left. Williams to throw here, 3rd and 1. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Has it at the 37. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Ready.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 Eagles.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Back to throw on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready to go.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Williams with a quick pass out wide. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
Okay,
The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here 1st and goal.
60 red. 52 blaster. Ready.
They'll start this series with an option left. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. McPherson to add the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Cardinals tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 6.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Let's go now.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Panther 60. Panther. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Red, 38.
Now begin this drive with Benson. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Ready, ready. 50.
Running back sent in motion.
Ready.
Here's the backup. First throw. Setting up the screen. Shoots away from one. By man, he's in the clear. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Got to be pretty good after. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. But that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Run here from the gun. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Benson now from the gun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he wants to, but he's not going to be able to continue the run. Got him 6, but they stopped him short. It's 4th down now. The Cardinals out for the punt. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. And he drives this one skyward, hoping to drop it near the goal line. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
At their own 24-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Let go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Back. Drop.
ETN gets it on the draw. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Go.
Back to throw. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Black. Ready?
From the gun, here's a handoff. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. It stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Yellow. Set.
Handoff on 2nd and short.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stop that run before it could get going.
Red, 38. Set.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Cardinals, first down. A gain
Ready.
of 1 yard. First
60
down,
ready.
Cardinals.
They pitch it out to him here. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Cardinals close to beginning the year 4-0. We've set it downs from 37.
Let's go now. 52. Hut.
Setting him on the dot. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35
Ready,
yard
ready.
line.
50. Green. Hut.
Option give here. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Dive play straight ahead. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
8-yard attempt.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played a lot of these. That is not an easy